What's up, universe? You are tuned into the right frequency and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sade and I am back with another Mindful Monday video. If you are new, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little bell button so you know exactly when I upload a new video. And if you're returning, welcome back and thank you so much for your continued support. And today's video is going to be 10 habits of happy and successful people. So we've all heard those 5 to 10 or whatever habits of successful people, and everybody always has that huge inkling question: what is your secret to success? So we're gonna crack down on that today. If you don't already have a notebook or your phone or something to write with, make sure you get that so you can jot these down and grab a cup of tea and let's get cracking into this video. The theme of this is basically to always be learning, always be learning. Basically meaning always be open to learning. You should be kind of learning about something every single day, something new, whether it's minuscule or huge, whatever the case is, you should be trying to kind of learn something every day. So my first tip to go along with that is to read every single day. Every successful person that I know of reads at least once a day. Most people start at least reading like 20 pages per day or 500 words per day. A lot of people start off kind of reading 20 pages per day. I myself am an avid reader, so it's nothing for me to really go through one book in a day. But if you are not somebody who reads normally, then I would start off like 20 pages per day, 15, 20 or something like that, just so you can kind of get into the habit and routine of things of reading every single day, because if it's not a habit that you already have, it's very, very hard to kind of enact reading every single day because it's not always something that you feel you even have time to do. My second tip, which couples with a video I just did recently on love, make sure you go and check that Mindful Monday out. Yes, my second tip is basically to stay in tune with your mind, body, and spirit. So you should really be on a quest for balance, a balance of all of yourselves, and that's not just mind, body, and spirit. I will delve into the other in a later video, but mind, body, spirit should be your focus to balance. I really kind of urge people to take heed of their mental health and their spiritual health, because we really only kind of pay attention to the physical, and in reality your mental and your spiritual health impact your physical health greatly, and I would dare to say that they are most likely the causes of most physical ailments. And yeah, I would really advise you guys to check in with that. My third tip is to take action with the information that you have learned. So whether you were reading a self-help book to help you with a business endeavor, or if you're reading something about a project you want to get in on, or you want to learn a new language, make sure you take action with whatever it is that you are taking in. You are reading in order to gain information and knowledge, and in order to retain that information and knowledge, you most likely are going to have to enact whatever it is you're learning. So if you're learning about engineering, you're probably going to want to do some engineering bits. It doesn't have to be like your actual job or present career, but it could be your passion hobby. But whatever you are learning, make sure you are taking it in and acting on it. My fourth tip is to come up with some sort of routine. So I actually will be uploading a video on how to make a successful routine slash ritual, as well as a video on what my morning routine is. I'm not sure if I'm going to be putting my night routine up, but I'll definitely show my morning routine and make a video on how to create a successful ritual or routine. Routines are essential for humans. Like, we have routines. We recognize routines and patterns as humans, whether you realize them consciously or not. Our subconscious really takes that in, and it really helps us to function throughout the day. You wake up, you brush your teeth, wash your face, take a shower, or whatever the case is, and you might not really have an in-depth routine, but making a routine kind of solidifies the things that you want to do and makes you think about them, also being mindful about them. So yeah, we will delve into a video on that later on, but make yourself a routine if you haven't already got one. My 5th tip is practicing gratitude / appreciation. I think it's very important to be grateful and to be mindful of the things that you already have. We are so focused on what we don't have and what we want. I myself am guilty of it, so don't even trip. And most people are guilty of it, you know. We kind of are programmed that way when we are raised, to be seeking what we don't have. I think it's really important to take a look at what you have and be thankful for that and be happy and content with where you are, not only with your material things, but everything else in your life, you know? Everything is not just about stuff. It's not, you know, you're not taking any of these things with you. So life should not be about obtaining things and stuff. So you should be exhibiting gratitude for everything that you have and everything that will come to you. 21 days, I believe it takes 21 days to form a new habit. So doing that literally will change your perspective on life when you're listing things, not just, oh, I'm thankful for this new car, or I'm thankful for this job or whatever, you know. You could be thankful for your kidneys, be thankful that your lungs are functioning properly, that you can walk and run and work out when a lot of other people do not have that ability. So be thankful. My 6th tip is to record your ideas. Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, Nikola Tesla. Writing down your thoughts and your ideas really helps you to flow. It helps you to kind of get things moving. You know, when you're brainstorming, you write down the first thing you think of probably, and then you go from there. So recording your thoughts and ideas really helps you to keep thinking and building on those thoughts and ideas, making them into something even more grand than they already are. It also helps you to recognize your mistakes, recognize where you need improvements, etc., etc. So I really emphasize, I always say to write things down, but yeah, it's just essential for me. I really think that writing things down is just so important. Not only can it help you manifest what you want in life, but also just organizing your thoughts, you know? Our brains are very interesting mechanisms, and writing down the constant flow of thoughts can really help you organize those thoughts. My 7th tip is to get enough sleep, and it is what it is. Get enough sleep is easier said than done. I definitely know that from my own experience. I don't always get enough sleep. I'm not even gonna try and front. I wish I got enough sleep. That would be awesome. And if you can get enough sleep in your nights, make sure to do so. If your body is on its circadian rhythm, or if it's on a different type of rhythm, whatever the case is, make sure you're getting enough sleep for your body, because that correlates with your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, your functionality overall. Make sure you get enough sleep, people. My 8th tip is to focus on your strengths and not your weaknesses. So many of us focus on the weaknesses. Most people focus on their weaknesses. You're usually thinking about your flaws on your face or your hair, or where you messed up in class or in your presentation. Most people recognize their flaws. They recognize their weaknesses because they're readily available. The way that the human mind is programmed, it pays attention to our flaws rather than our strengths right off the bat. So we have to discipline ourselves and steer our minds onto the right path. Make sure you're looking at your strengths, your accomplishments, the things that you've done right, because not only is that going to boost your confidence and boost your self-esteem, but it's also going to continue to bring positivity and enact those things that you want to happen in your life. If you're always constantly thinking about the negative and what you can't do right, how are you going to do anything right? If you're always thinking about what you're doing wrong, you're not going to be able to focus on how to fix this thing and in turn do it right. My 9th tip is to surround yourself with positive people. We all already know this, and yet so many people continue to surround themselves with trash. And that's a no-no. If you have not so great people in your life, get rid of them. Move on. I am such a huge advocate of this. So I was a girl who basically let people stick around just because I was super nice, and I am still super nice. However, I quickly learned, like, I gotta get people to the curb. If you're not treating me right, if you're not bringing in positivity to my life, if you're not bringing anything good to our relationship, you have to go, and you shouldn't have time for it either. So if somebody in your life is just bringing darkness and negativity, you gotta get rid of them. Granted, sometimes those people are maybe your parents or siblings, relatives of some sort, or just somebody that you share some type of special connection with. In some cases, you don't want to kick that person to the curb because maybe you're actually in their life to help them. So I would say for that, just recognize your place in somebody's life and recognize their place in your life and that connection you guys have, because then you'll be able to determine whether or not you should remove them from your life or keep them in your life as somebody that you are here to help. But you know, not everybody is for you to help. Not everybody is able to be helped by you, but maybe can be helped by somebody else. And if that's the case, let them go and be helped by whomever they need to be helped by. And my last tip is to have a growing or growth type of mindset and not a fixed mindset. And what I mean by that is not having a fixed mindset kind of goes back to what I said earlier with not being negative and focusing on your weaknesses. So rather than focusing on your weaknesses, have a growth mindset. Like, okay, yeah, this sucked. This didn't turn out the way I anticipated. However, I can fix it. This is what went wrong. This is how I can change it. And then we'll go from there, because I can do this and I will be better. I will win and I will succeed. So you should have a growth mindset, not a fixed one where it's just focused on what happened and not seeing any progression after. You should still be able to see progression, because just because you didn't get whatever you wanted in that instant or in that moment in time, that doesn't mean that you're not going to get it. That may mean it wasn't for you, but it also just might mean it's not the right time yet. Those were my 10 quick tips of happy and successful people. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got some great tips. Again, make sure you write these things down, rewind if you need to. This video will correlate with future videos on success, so make sure you stay tuned into the right frequency. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!
Say a weekend and the weekend never stress a thing. And we gon' go another day when we don't disagree. And when the sun's shining, regardless if you do believe.